Hi, who am I and why does it matter? Well, my name is Mara and welcome to my channel and my little nesting corner of safety. I am so many things, but most prominently right now I am a survivor of extreme child abuse at the hands of American Christian fundamentalists, and I have so many important stories to share. Dark, gruesome stories and happy, triumphant stories, both together to highlight what happened to me because my experience is not unique. Child abuse to the extent of child slavery is being practiced here today in modern America, and everyone allows it under the pretense of freedom of religion. Challenging this reach of freedom is something that many people would rather not do. I know this from personal experience because no one saved me. I've already had all the hell one person can take. It happened and I can't forget it, so why should you get to? That may sound aggressive, but let me now answer why it matters. I made it out of the hell I experienced on my own strength, but life continues after walking into the sunset. I am not okay. I am no longer in severe crisis, but I have very bad PTSD, depression, and anxiety to the point of being in constant daily pain, terrified of the outside world and everyone in it, and unable to function up to societal standards. Sweeping uncomfortable topics under the rug only serves to coddle the worldview of the sheltered while creating an environment in where abusers only continue to abuse. This is what happened to me. The people who raised me, you can call them my parents, but I will not. To clarify, they also did donate their DNA to create me, found their way from mainstream society into these Christian fundamentalist communities. For those unaware, the spectrum of American Christian fundamentalism reaches from more mainstream figures such as Marjorie Taylor Greene or the Duggar family, from the multiple however many kids and counting TLC shows, to the Amish communities and lesser-known fringe groups. It's been going on for quite a while, and there's a lot of history here to get into, and a lot of terms. I have experienced a broad range of these groups, having started from the outside and slowly being pulled in. So I can speak to the results of the teachings from a lot of these groups, which I will in detail in future videos. The people who raised me were drawn into Christian fundamentalist communities, including an Amish community in Tennessee, where they both violently abused and used their kids as much as they could. I will be dedicating a lot of time to sharing stories from this period of my life in the future when I was Amish, and going into and out of it, because child abuse is a key uniting features of a lot of these communities, and that's why I'm talking about it. I got away when I was 17 and went to college far away. Having been homeschooled my entire life and forbidden friends, TV, sex ed, personal hygiene, most books, internet, electricity, and even running water, transitioning into the normal world was rough. I found a world that didn't want to hear what I had gone through and criticized me for being completely shattered, for not keeping up. I've gone through a lot of treatment for my PTSD in the past couple years. The pandemic really brought my PTSD into the unavoidable forefront of my life, and I went through a healing process that was, in and of itself, traumatic. I also think there needs to be more awareness brought to the mental health treatment process America has right now, but I definitely will need to dedicate more time to that as well. I'm reaching a place where I am reconstructing myself, and I feel urgency to speak up, to add my voice to the others out there, and to denounce child abuse being fostered under the guise of Christianity. I will be talking a lot about Christians on this channel. I never thought I'd be placing myself into this position, but I believe that we need to hold Christians accountable, particularly if we are also Christians. Why would we want these people associated with us? If we're Christians, shouldn't we be on the front lines denouncing this? My story has not been something that I've had control over. I cannot help that I have had very bad experiences with Christians that I haven't had with those of other faiths. This doesn't mean that Christianity is all bad or that I think Christianity is all bad, but it does mean that I think we need to be doing a better job watching for and ousting abusers, regardless of their spiritual beliefs. I will not get into my faith at this time, as I have a very complicated history with it that deserves a lot more time and attention. But I do want to say to anyone who may make assumptions out there that, You have no right to presume that you know how God feels about me more than I do. I don't know what's going to be on this channel exactly, but at a minimum, I'll be sharing stories from my past and some of my experiences in healing. And one more thing I wanted to add, which is very important and very difficult to speak about, is that my story hasn't ended. I have not gotten justice for the people who raised me or any of the people involved in the abuse of my life, and there is a delicate situation at play here that I can't share the details of, and I will not be sharing a lot of details about my life to try to protect those I love. It would very much hurt me if being able to share my truth caused pain to my family. If you're here and you heard me today, thank you. I know that these conversations are not easy, so I don't get to have them very often. I never got to speak my heart growing up, so being heard means the world to me. Thank you, friends. Bye-bye.